everyone, and welcome to my channel. This is Rima, and I'm here with another guidance session. This is going to be a coffee cup for the month of July 2023 for the sign of Aries. If you have Sun, Moon, or Rising in Aries, or if you are a cusp watcher and your person of interest, your crush, or your loved one is in Aries, this could be the video that you might want to watch. I wanted to thank you all again for your support. Thank you for supporting my channel. If you have been with me for a while, or if you just joined, thank you. I hope that you like the kind of work that I do if you recently joined. And if you are interested in private readings, please go ahead and find my contact in the About tab. And that's it. So with that, let's start the reading. Let's see what kind of messages we're going to receive for the month of July 2023. I was about to say 2022, but no, it's 2023 for the sign of Aries. This is the beginning of these readings for this month, and let's see what is coming for everyone. Aries. Well, I see that you need to make a firm decision. There is something that you need to clear. There is something that you need to clean up. There's something that needs a little bit of touch up. I see that energy of touch up that needs to be done. Wow, I see a lot of people. Some of you are maybe entering I don't know, like a place or an area in your life that you have more connections. Your connections with people is going to be improved. There's going to be more people in your life for some reason, or you might need to travel more. Well, we know that around this time Mercury is entering its sign, or it's going to be in its sign in Gemini, which is your 8th house. And I see a lot of communication. I see a lot of moving around. Maybe you are taking trips, travels, short trips. Maybe some of you are getting back to work, like on site, and you need to be like on the road. I see some people are going to be on the road, back and forth. Be careful with the traffic. I see there is some kind of traffic as well that you might be like, you didn't expect that. I see that engineer reading. A lot of calls, a lot of topics to discuss, maybe either on the phone or face-to-face conversations. And I see someone is doing like the middleman work, like someone is, maybe you need to hire an assistant, or someone is hiring an assistant, someone needs an assistant, and this person is going to help with some middleman job, or for some other things you need to hire a mediator. I see that energy. Maybe someone needs to come and help. Some of you might need to have hire someone to help you for a short time with a task, with it's a due diligence. Maybe your office, if you have your own business, you might need to hire someone temporary to provide support for something. Again, I see it's like a seasonal work, or like not something that's gonna stay for a long time. It's a short time commitment. Some of you might find a job, like a short time job, seasonal, something like that. But I see that there is money coming in your life. I see a female energy that is trying to talk to a male energy that she's with a female energy. So 3 layers, 3 people involved for some of you. Maybe there's a male energy that is trying to decide between 2 females, or maybe there's something that needs to be transferred, to be transformed, or to be discussed with a female energy. For example, a mother wants to talk to their daughter and they ask their son to do that. Something in 3rd party situation. I see honeycomb. It's very, very nice. It's actually a hive, very productive. There is going to be, I mean, if you find a job, or if you are doing something in your extra time, or it's like a side hustle that you're doing, I said you can make a lot of money. And some of you're not even going to work. You're not going to be somewhere. You just can do it at home and make a lot of money. I see a lot of communication, and it can be something with the internet, with computers. If you are in networking, computers, I don't know, softwares, this can bring a lot of money for you. And again, a lot of work which is being done remotely for some of you. I see you're managing things remotely. maybe you're getting into an international setting for walking. But again, I see a lot of people. There might be a lot of dialogue, something that some people are trying to organize, like a wedding, a I don't know, a conference, hosting something, and there's a lot of dialogue about that. Many people are talking. There's a lot of messages going back and forth. And in this between, some people are working really hard and they're doing they do diligence, as while some other people, I say, they're taking their sweet time and they're not really participating. Um, this again, I see many people involved. Someone is opening a, like someone is using a how can I say, um, like matches to open to you know how you light a cigarette. So someone is maybe someone is trying to get back to smoking, or maybe someone is stressed that they're smoking again. I see someone is lighting a like a cigarette, something like that. This might be an old habit. Some of you might be like, oh, I need temporary, I'm gonna smoke for a little, or maybe it could be smoking, or it's another habit that you try to give up, but now you're back doing it again, and it's maybe temporary. I see some temporary changes in your life that, and you are aware, you're like, oh, I'm just gonna do it temporary, just for now, it's not gonna stay. But again, for some of you, this temporary thing for money is very good. You're doing something temporary that is bringing a lot of money in your setting. Someone is reaching some goal which is really higher than what they thought they can do. You might, some of you might have plan to make some changes in your home, like maybe painting. You bring someone to paint the ceilings or the walls, some temporary work that might change your daily activities a little bit. Like just imagine someone is there to do the painting, so your routines daily is going to be changed. But again, the outcome is very good, it's very positive, you'll be happy with the outcome, and it brings like it brings money or wealth for you. For example, your home is going to how can I say, it's gonna now to be more valuable, to be more pricey, because you did some renovation, so it's gonna increase the value. So the work that you do is actually bringing some money for you in the long run or in the end, which is actually wonderful. I see a baby is crying. Someone might need your attention. Someone is really trying to get your attention. And when you are not with them, or when you don't call them, they are not happy. Again, I see that you might need again to do some work on the ceiling, maybe electricity, electronic work, lamps, or something like that, which, as I said, it brings more clarity, better opportunities, better visibility for you, improvements that needs to be done. I see Italy. I don't know if anyone is watching from Italy. Someone might be traveling to Italy, or you might meet someone from Italy, or you might buy something which is made in Italy. But again, it's a good experience. There might be actually an invitation, or you might again find a good friend or a good advocate, a good assistant from this region. I don't know, somehow it's very pronounced in my reading that a friend, a person who has somehow ties into Italy, for somehow that shows up in my reading, is going to assist you, is going to help you, and I don't know, bring some kind of positive changes in your life, which is actually very nice. I like that energy. This person maybe talks really well, they're well educated, they can handle things very easily, like there'll be such a like joy in your life, they can help you exactly like an assistant that I mentioned, they can make things easier for you. There is a face-to-face conversation for some people. Some of you need to clear some things with people who I feel like they're important people in your life. It could be your children, it could be your spouse, your colleague, or your maybe your the people who you work with, your manager probably. You need to talk to them openly and maybe share with them some things that the clarity needs to come. Something needs to be clear from both sides. There's a little bit of misunderstanding. For others of you, it can be about a relationship that someone has. And for example, maybe you're a couple of friends and two people have relationships, like they have started romance, and the other people don't know about it, so they're kind of roomies about it, and they're asking for clarity, like, is it yes or no, are you guys together or not, something like that. That clarity needs to come. I see someone is playing chess game. That's interesting. Someone is really strategizing. Or you need to be strategizing before you take action. Specifically, if you want to talk to someone, how can I say, like in the workplace, if you have an important like dialogue with someone, something that you really want, like it's a delicate matter, like if it's a difficult conversation, or if you have to be somehow very careful, I see that you need to become, you have to be prepared and come with a strategy how to move the conversation forward. And again, as I said, someone is available to help you. I don't know if you know them, if you have reached out to ask for the help or not yet, but the help can be there for you, and try to use resources as available for you to get a better uh, outcome. You might be asking for some time off, or you might get a raise and you want to kind of talk to your boss, but definitely you need to be a little bit diplomatic and strategizing your situation. um, be careful about food poisoning. There's someone, I don't know, I see maybe in a restaurant there's something. If you have a restaurant or have a small business, be careful about food poisoning. People might be complaining about that. Specifically, I see an Italian restaurant. I don't know why. Um, Again, I feel this energy that there is an unsolved problem, not problem, something that goes like every day, something that bothers someone every day, and they haven't talked about it. Like, for example, your coworker or your partner, they do something that you don't like. You never talk about it, but it gets to a point that you're like, you know what? I need to talk to them. It's not really something bad. It doesn't really like it's hurtful, but it's just too much repeating every day. So someone's behavior, someone's like, or maybe it's you that you have to fix something. Someone might talk to you about that. Try not to get, try to be a good listener. You need to be a better listener and see exactly what they want if they are approaching you to talk to you about that. It can be easily fixed. I don't see anything um, concerning. You have a beautiful signature. You're gonna sign something really really beautiful that is giving you a lot of, I don't know, authority. Something comes into your position, or somehow it brings a lot of positive income even for you. Even if you're working on a contract, you might be a permanent like a worker, or if you started something as a hobby, or like you started something just to, I don't know, like temporary, it's coming permanent. Well, I see a authority figure, like someone is maybe interviewing, or you talk to someone from the government or from a job offer for something like something really formal. You sit in front of someone really formal, which is actually great. You have been waiting for this for a long time, and I see that it goes well, and there's no obstacles. They will be convinced with whatever you have to say or whatever you're asking. Again, as I said, try to be prepared, try to go with a strategy, and you'll get what you want. I think that some maybe you have a plant that you need to cut. Something needs to be reshaped, refined. Something is overgrowing, or it can be someone's okay, it can be someone's feeling for you. It's growing, or your feelings for someone, but it's now overgrowing. Maybe something is overdue and it's going into a wrong direction. You know, as we have plants and we say that you have to cut the plants and shape them, also I see that your feelings for this person, or their feelings, or this situation, whatever it is, needs to be shaped. It's out of shape. It needs to be taken care of. You can't just let it grow as is. It needs, specifically if you're in a relationship and your person or you feel like things needs to be, there needs to be a touch up. There needs to be something. Things need to be reevaluated for some of you. If you have investments, you need to reevaluate like the market value. Some of you maybe are thinking about selling or buying a home, and you're looking at the market value, evaluating, putting, like, I don't know, looking at the offers, what is available, stuff like that. That is very, I mean, it's in general good. Um, some of you might buy a pearl, something that has a pearl, like a piece of jewelry with pearl, or I don't know if you are in the, you live somewhere that they you grow, like I don't know, like those pairs. I see someone is working with pairs. Something is coming out of a shell which is very valuable. It's going to bring value for you. Maybe you had something, a position, that now you are understanding the value. Now you know the real market for that. Maybe some of you have a talent. Even maybe your spouse or your child is, they had a talent that you now, or they now find the market value. Again, very very pronounced about market value. I don't know what you're doing, Aries, that the market value, you need to consider that. I can't say specifically why and what is it for, but something is very, actually can bring money. It can be someone's talent. Again, I see that it can be someone's talent that now has a value in the market. They are looking for that. Some people are changing their resume. I see a friendship. And if someone is watching from the Middle East, I see that there is a Middle Eastern guy in the reading present. Somehow, if you're traveling to Middle East, or if you might be in a relationship with a Middle Eastern man, like I see them in traditional Arabic outfits, which is actually nice. Something needs to be fixed and repaired. Again, I see that it might change your plans a little bit. You might probably want to go on vacation, for example, and then you find a leaking faucet, and you might need to fix it before you go. Again, it's nothing concerning. In a bigger picture or energetically, it could be something in your life that, as I said, I think I said it multiple times, but I'm repeating because I see it again. So it gives me the impression that I need to repeat it, because when it's shown multiple times, I need to emphasize on that. Something definitely needs your attention to be fixed. And be patient. It's worth it. And there's definitely some value in doing that. And if it's postponing your plans, it's for good reason. It's worth it. That's all I can say. And that's why I think I'm seeing it so many times. To ensure that I'm communicating the message. Be careful on your setting something up on a loose table. I see a loose table. If you are doing something, I don't know, specifically if you're designing something or making something on a table, ensure that the table is, I don't know, like strong and steady. Again, energetically, make sure that you are committing, or you are getting into something which is strong. I don't want to say that make sure that everyone is like giving you a commitment, but again, use your judgment if it applies to your scenario at the moment, and someone is giving you a promise, but they have in the past made empty promises. So ensure that this time you check and ensure that everything checks before you get too caught in their ideas. You know what I'm saying? So just imagine, just go with your own sense of common sense and what you think is going to be working better for you. Let's see what messages we have. Well, someone is trying to change some other person's mind about a third party, a third person. They're trying to convince someone, like, oh, this person is like this person is such and such, and I don't see that person is buying this, and they really want to experience it. It's very general, just general comments, but you can take what resonates for you. I can give you an example. For example, maybe in a work setting, someone is saying that, oh, this person, like their content, they're not really good, or they're very good. I don't know, it could be anything. But the other person is like, okay, I hear you, but they say that I have to I have to know it for myself. I have to see, So I just need to say that. Because I felt that very heavily. Someone is trying to, and it could be also about love and romance as well. Maybe someone has a relationship with male energy or female energy, doesn't matter, and other people are trying to tell them, oh, this person is such and such. I don't know, whatever it can be, but the person that is in the relationship with them, they kind of don't want it. Specifically if it's your children, don't try to, you are even trying to change their mind, but I don't see that they're going to listen. And unfortunately, they want to experience it themselves. I can't say if it's a good thing or bad thing. I just can say that they just want to experience it the way that they want. So I think I will leave it at that. Okay, I think that's it, Aries. I don't see any other messages. Let's take a quick look. What else? Someone has a lot of flies in their home, maybe some bugs, or some people that are like trying to, I don't know, they're bugging you or something. You will receive a very good news from someone like who's very important in your life. You admire them. Um, this is a very important person in your life. They tell you something that makes you very, very happy. It even might bring um, tears of joy into your eyes. You might be very thankful about this. It is also could be a recognition that someone who's very important, like your boss or your top manager, will tell about you, or you might hear about yourself that they said such and such about you, which is very positive. It might even bring tears in your eyes. And I want to say, let people experience sometimes life for themselves. Don't try to change their path, specifically if they don't want to. I mean, of course, if they're not minor and if they're adults, let them to. I mean, in the end, everyone is responsible for their own decisions, but some people do want to experience life for themselves. I think I just had to say that. I don't know. Okay, Aries, thank you so much. I hope that you liked the reading for July, and until the next time, stay blessed.